Welcome to the newest episode of Why Not? Today we will be answering the question, why not Cheyenne? This and future episodes will be focusing on living, lifestyle, real estate, and loans in and around Cheyenne, Wyoming. Hi there, my name is Stan Hartzheim with H Home Loans. I'm your local mortgage advisor, and I help people just like you with all things related to home financing. I'm not sure about you, but if you're tired of the fast pace, crime, busyness, and staring into your neighbor's bathroom because your lot size is so dang small, then you might be ready for a change. Why not check out life right here in Cheyenne, Wyoming? Today, I'm going to share with you what small town living is all about. We're going to talk about the culture, the landscape, the activities, and the history of the area. And most importantly, we're going to talk about the people. So let's go ahead and define what exactly the local area is and give you some numbers. Here in Cheyenne, there are about 65,000 people. And Cheyenne is located in Laramie County, which has about 100,000 residents. But Laramie County is spread out over 2,600 square miles. It's a lot of ground to cover and plenty of space for everybody. My wife Maggie and I were able to buy our family's property just at the north end of Cheyenne in an area known as the Ranchettes. And that makes us third generation Cheyenners. We lived in Denver for quite a while, in a small house, on a small lot, and we were finally able to say, why not? Why not take over our legacy 10-acre property at the north end of town and enjoy that small town life? And the very first thing we noticed is how friendly the people are. It is really not uncommon to be working out in the yard or taking a walk and have people stop and wave and even tip their hat at you. It really feels great to have that sense of community. And it's those small gestures that actually define the people and the culture of Cheyenne. But Cheyenne is also home to a very rich history that a lot of people just don't know about. Wyoming is actually known as the equality state for its very early adoption of the women's suffrage movement and granting women the right to vote, actually the first state to do so. One of the mainstays of Cheyenne is its very long-standing relationship with the railroad. And the best evidence of this is the historic depot that was built in 1887. This depot was a major stop for the Union Pacific Railroad and allowed for additional expansion to the west, as well as lines running north and south. Today, you can actually visit a museum that's housed right there in the still working depot. Kids of all ages love learning about the trains and all things related to the railroad that are on display right there in the depot. And my personal favorite, the 4000 series steam engines, also known as the Big Boys, the largest train engines ever made. On a sad note, one of our family members actually died on the 4005 right here in southern Wyoming when it jumped the switch track back in 1953. On a more positive note, when you're done strolling through the museum and learning all about railroad history, you can head right next door to the Accomplice beer company. It's still inside the depot, and it's a great place to grab lunch and a cold beer. In case you're starting to think that Cheyenne is just ranchers, cowboys, and railroaders, have no fear. We have amazing outdoor activities as well as a budding cultural scene. There are coffee houses, breweries, and great restaurants all over town. And there are even a few distilleries that are popping up. The downtown historic area has seen a great transformation in these last few years. We've added some small businesses, office share space, the breweries and eateries I mentioned, as well as other shops and fun places to visit. The historic downtown area is becoming the hub of the city once again. Oh, and I'm not done. Did you know that Cheyenne hosts one of the largest, oldest rodeos in the entire world? That's right, I'm talking about Frontier Days, the daddy of them all. Starting in 1897 and running every year since, except for last year due to the COVID pandemic, it has become one of the longest running traditions in Cheyenne. It's so much more than a rodeo. It is a music festival, a food truck fair, a carnival, and a history lesson all in one. Drawing in over 350,000 people every year is a really big deal for our community. Thousands of rodeo stars along with the food trucks and other vendors show up every year to partake in the parades, be part of the promotions of the event and of our town, making it a really big deal. You definitely don't want to miss this. Did you also know that Cheyenne is only 30 minutes away from some world-class hiking, biking, camping, some amazing lakes where you can do all sorts of boating activities and fishing. For example, there's the Vidavoo Recreation Area, which is famous for its amazing rock formations, and climbers love it. And there's Kurt Gowdy State Park, which has got 3 separate reservoirs for boating, fishing, they have camping, plenty of scenery to take in. It's really a beautiful place. And here's a fun story. I actually won a fishing contest and got a free fishing pole from Kurt Gowdy when I was 9 years old. So whatever you're into, hiking, biking, camping, climbing, fishing, whatever you like, you're gonna be able to find it within an hour of Cheyenne. Now let's talk about traffic. I'm happy to report, here in Cheyenne, there is none. My wife and I can hop in the car and get just about anywhere in town in less than 15 or 20 minutes. Unlike when I lived in Denver and I was commuting to work each direction over an hour. Here in Cheyenne, the average commute is listed at about 14 minutes. These are just a few of the reasons why people are saying, why not Cheyenne? If you too would like to say why not and join us in our awesome little town of Cheyenne, all you have to do is reach out. I work with the best real estate agents in town, and I'd be happy to introduce you. You can also check out my website and read through the blog, Why Not Wyoming. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.